I do. I have had bourbon chestnut. I'm having the Daft barrel-aged barley wine. They just said it was 11.5%. They use a Buffalo Trace bourbon barrels. Nice pour there. It's got a kind of a brown with a kind of a ruby tint to it, I would say. The aromas are gorgeous. You feel a lot of that rich malty barley wine. You also feel a lot of those bourbon barrel notes. The oak is monstrous on the nose. You still get a lot of that charred white oak, as well as a whole lot of vanilla going on. The flavors are rich, are big and malty. I don't know, maybe hints of plum, who knows? But that bourbon barrel really is a star here. Especially the finish, you really feel those stingy oak notes. Again, there's some vanilla running all the way through it. You can, oh wow, yeah, I mean, you just feel the oak all the way through that thing. Very nice indeed. I'm not going to run long. I may pick up some more notes as this warms. It feels like it's a little cold coming out of the tap, so I think it probably needs to warm up just a touch. Let me show you that beer one more time. Hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk later. How do you do? I noticed as I let this warm up a little bit, it was giving me a little more. It was a little colder than a beer like this needs to be. I'm getting a lot of almost like a very dark brown, like a muscovado brown sugar thing going on. Both on the nose and on the flavor as well. It's nice. Those bourbon barrel notes are very nice, and they're really awakened. Oh, they're really awakened is what I meant to say, as she warms up. But as some of the notes seem sharper while it's cold, it all just kind of blends together better as it warms up. They get bolder, but they all seem to fit together better. So there you go. So anyways, I'm doing the Beer Whisperer. I'm going to finish this Daft barrel-aged barley wine. It is absolutely gorgeous. Well, howdy do, y'all. I am hanging out at Urban Chestnut. Walked outside. I don't smoke, but I thought I wanted to check out this beer garden. It's very nice out here. And kind of give you a scope of it all. It's a very nice outdoor beer garden. The Grove location has the German beer all inside. This started as a small location, so then they've gradually kind of expanded this outside. It's very nice. I had a Daft bourbon barrel aged barley wine to start with, so I kind of do things backwards. Most start on the light, didn't go heavy. I start heavy, go light. Yeah, so I'm having the Stammtisch Pilsner. I'm kind of using it as a palate cleanser here to get those big sticky malt and bourbon notes off my palate. This is a great Pilsner, though, and I order it. I've had it before, but I ordered it because I just love it. I think it is the epitome of an American craft Pilsner. I think there is none better than this one. There may be some equal. There's many crafted just as well, but this one is just a total package, in my opinion. The aroma is just gorgeous. You really feel those big biscuity malts going on. There's almost these little pepper notes too as well. It's like fresh baked bread. That's what it smells like. I swear to goodness, that's what it smells like. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, and the flavors are just gorgeous. Again, they use those big bready biscuity malts. And there's just these beautiful kind of pepper notes right at the end. Wow, it's just nice. It's just a likable beer. I think I get frustrated with some, I don't know, the pretentious wing of the craft beer drinkers, I guess. I think every beer has to hit you over the head with something. A beer should just do its style justice, and that's what this beer does. I mean, this really is this style done perfectly. If you're one of those folks that you don't like lagers, you don't like pilsners, try this beer, and if you don't like it, then I think there's something wrong with you. I think you don't know enough about craft beer history or understand beer in general. It just, I would really wonder. Just the flavors, everything here is just so perfect. I question somebody that wouldn't like a beer done this well. So hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer, and I'll talk to you later. Woo! Well, how do you do? You all heard me remark about Urban Chestnut about how their home run swing is traditional, the German styles. But here I've got the Trafalgar. It's their English bitter, 4%, 40 IBUs. I haven't tried it yet, so let's do it. Oh wow, that's nice. You see how that pours. They were telling me that here it's on CO2, it's on nitro at the other location, but both bartenders remarked that they think it's better on the CO2. Said it brings out, you get more flavor. The flavors are sharper or just more apparent.
Tastes kind of a little flat to me on nitro.
Tastes
but
flat.
I will say I had it on cast. Really good on cast.
Great on cast.
Great on cast, yeah.
Nose is very pleasant, very malty. It's got that perfect 1-inch, very creamy tight head, as you can see there. So much is made these days about certain styles. What constitutes a session ale? There's a whole lot of American craft beers are making up a lot of styles. The session IPA being one of them. Here I've got a beer that's 4%. It is a true session ale. It is an English bitter. It is 40 IBUs. So my question is, when we call something a session IPA, what are we doing? Are we naming it that because it's meant to be like an IPA, only smaller, or is it the ingredients being used? Are we using more American craft ingredients as opposed to a traditional ingredients like this English bitter is using? Because here I have, if I'm looking at something just statistically, is my point, at 4.4%, 40 IBUs, I mean, that would be the stat of a session IPA. So the question is, are those session IPAs, are they really just small APAs, or are they, I don't know, what's what I'm looking for, offshoots of an English bitter? It's just, I'm not sure. But I'm drinking a beer like this, it's just full of flavor. It just makes me wonder, my problem with a lot of the so-called session IPAs is they feel like they're missing something. The body is way too light. It just feels like something's missing. And I drink a beer like this, that's only 4%, that's 40 IBUs, and it doesn't feel overhopped at 40 IBUs, and it's at only 4%. It doesn't feel light in any way. It's not overly malty, it's not overly hoppy, it's balanced perfectly. It is a very nice representation of an English bitter. So again, I ask you, if you're looking at something just statistically, 4%, 40, I mean, that is really what a lot of session IPAs are trying to be. It just makes, I don't know. I know a bitter isn't the same thing as an IPA. I'm not saying it is, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, if you look at something purely statistically, if someone just gave you the stats on specific beers, what would you think they were? Look at this. It's a beautiful color, slightly cloudy, of a light amber. I mean, look at that. My head is still kicking. I mean, this is a beer that's just I could tell it's just amazing. And I think, for whatever reason, Americans tend to overlook styles like this. English bitters, for instance, English milds, because it's not what they think they want. So, anyways, hey, keep your mind open and keep drinking good craft beer. I'm at Urban Chestnut, as you can see the logo behind me. That's a perfect spot to do a video. Right there, I got there's the logo. Anyways, I'm Turner Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.